Talk a little bit more about the Giants. We have John Fennely of the Giants blog here on the line right now. John, how's it going?
Good, guys. How you been?
Doing very well, thank you. Talk about Prince, injured, showing up on Friday on crutches.
Yeah, he came in. He complained a little bit of soreness in his foot, and then the next thing you know, he had a broken foot, and he's out 8-10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They said it happened during practice. I mean, he was running around. He was going through drills, so I do believe it did happen to him during practice. He got tangled up with one of the receivers, steps on his foot. But this is atypical of the Giants. They draft these defensive backs in high rounds, and they all end up getting hurt. None of them have ever produced anything. If you look over the years, they've drafted in the first, second, and third round. Almost every year they've drafted a defensive back, and they've all ended up getting hurt and not reaching their potential.
Let's talk about some of the tight ends, and let's talk about Kevin Boss. Interesting situation with him. A lot of people thought he was going to come back, re-sign with the Giants, but he's heading out, I believe it's to Oakland, correct?
Right.
Okay, so what do you make of Kevin Boss? I mean, something like this, you had talked about, is this a solvable problem or no?
At tight end?
Yes.
It's not solvable with the guys they have there right now. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
Some of these guys are just ham and eggers. They're really not that talented. They need to go out and get themselves a legitimate tight end. I thought they were going to do that at the draft. They did not do that because I had a feeling that Kevin was going to leave, and he did. I thought he'd end up in Seattle because he's from Oregon, but he ended up in Oakland. He's a West Coast guy. So it was a natural fit for him to leave. So the Giants should have saw this. The only problem the Giants have is that they were over the cap,
mm-hmm.
and they couldn't afford to match Kevin Boss's offer from Oakland. But the problem is that there's no plan B for tight ends.
Yeah.
They have this hybrid Travis Beckham who's sort of like a split. They're going to split him out as sort of like a slot receiver. They have other guys like Pasco and Jake Ballard, this kid from Ohio State. But they don't have the ability that Kevin Boss did to get down the field and make some yards after the catch.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have a guy like that, plus who can block. They don't have anybody who has the whole package. They weren't thinking about this, and, it's going to show on the field. I mean, they have some tough competition this year. If you look on their schedule, they play Green Bay again. They play Philadelphia and Dallas twice. They have some tough games ahead of them.
I find this next guy is kind of an interesting situation as well. Talk about Steve Smith. Right now everybody's saying he's been visiting, but is he going to be re-signed? Is he going to be re-up? I mean, is he a guy that you want back? What's the situation right now?
Well, they want him back. It all depends on his health. I mean, he has to be cleared. We know he's not going to play right out of the gate. Is it going to be an issue where he goes on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list, or they just hold him out the first 3 weeks? They want to get an evaluation done on, then they'll give him a contract. I mean, the guy is a first down machine. He is tremendous. Third and whatever, he gets that yardage. He's Eli's security blanket. When he went down last year, he actually missed 7 games, and the Giants' offense sputtered without Steve Smith. Because when Eli gets in trouble, he looks for number 12.
John, honestly, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Great stuff. Really great taking the time to talk to you. We're going to have to, for sure, catch up again once the season finally gets here. When I say finally, it's only a couple weeks away. We're going to have to talk in about a couple weeks. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me, man. I'm always down for some Giants talk. You know that.
Sounds great. Great stuff. Guys, make sure to check out the site. John, his crew, they do a phenomenal job on the site. Everything Giants, nonstop action. Make sure to check out thegiantsfootballblog.com.